Welcome to Good Mythical More.
I always like to try to stand that up, just for no reason at all.
Because no one can see it.
Yeah, it's for me.
When I put my glasses back on, I look like a superhero who forgot to take off his non-superhero. I'm like, if Clark Kent and Batman became one superhero, but Clark Kent forgot to take his glasses off, but he put on his, like, Batman eye makeup.
It's Clark Kent meets Bruce Wayne who forgot to take his eye makeup off.
Right.
Eye makeup off. Doesn't sound like a terribly interesting thing? But you know what?
I'm looking for.
It is the kind of thing that would be popular now. Have you heard the new graphic novel from DC?
Now, I'm really confident in our ability to discern charcoal from gas ribs, but bring them in. We're gonna test these things. Are we working together as a team to identify this, or is this a competition?
Let's see how it goes.
And we can eat them, make some observations. I'm going to tell you about my A and B here.
Give me my A. Ooh, that looks good, Colin. And this B, just by looks alone, let's turn them around this way so they can see the. Well, it's hard to read, but you got A. And then you got B. A has less sauce, so B, you might be trying to hide a little something. So that's a gas grill. We have a gas grill here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that big one.
Oh, yeah, the big one. And the charcoal grill is the charcoal grill that used to be at my house. That, like, dome one, the black one? Okay. Now, A looks a little better. Well, they look pretty much the exact same.
What is your preferred? Like,
charcoal.
Say that because, okay.
Charcoal is better.
Oh my goodness.
But now we're putting that to the test, aren't we?
Because that A tastes good, Colin. Dang.
It's really good.
You're going to have to cater my
both of them.
bar mitzvah, wedding, funeral.
All of the above.
I don't know. B's pretty reliant on the sauce. Did you make the sauce too?
No.
He did not make the sauce. That's okay. You know what? Good ribs don't even need sauce. And let me tell you, brother.
Man.
A don't need sauce. I mean, it's got it.
Man.
The flavor goes deep with the charcoal.
It's kind of hard to tell the difference, honestly.
I'm emphatically saying A.
But
Do you use lighter fluid?
Yeah.
It tastes a little lighter fluid. I'm just going to be honest.
An A?
In A, yeah. The ones that he used the lighter fluid to light the charcoal.
coming back to A,
Yeah. They're still much better. I like the taste of the lighter fluid.
A, without a doubt, is charcoal.
Colin?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
B is just, you know, you gotta put in the work if you want to get the return, guys.
I mean, they're good.
And that's called burning something. Burning something besides a burner.
I'm going back to B. It's still good. Oh, I gotta tell you about the club.
Tell me about the club, man. I was invited to go to this club, but
One of our
Chrissy
friends
forgot we were invited. And then Rhett's there at the dinner beforehand. He's like, "You guys coming?" I was like, "I found out 30 minutes ago. We got plans with the kids, so I have to live vicariously through you."
When you about to.
What are you talking about? Hollywood?
Well, so we first stopped was the new Tao that opened up in Hollywood.
Oh man, this
Towel?
sounds like a whole theme night.
That was stop one. Tao, not towel. Tao.
Do they have moist towels?
They could. I need one now. Which, by the way, I mean, I don't go, you may not know this about people who live in Los Angeles, but most of us don't actually go to Hollywood, like, unless you have to. But it's such a scene down there. Just like the people coming into that restaurant, like, just start with. And I was like, oh, sometimes I forget that I live in Los Angeles. I just don't come to these things. But it's very cool.
Like a lot of people dressed to the nines.
People just looking so good. Everybody looks so good. It smells so good. And just knows it, And then inside the restaurant, they have like, it's only been open like a couple months, and it's got this like amazing like goddess and many-armed goddess like in this pool, like looking out you feel like you're in a movie. You're like, I only see places like this in movies, but I never go to them personally.
Was the goddess serving drinks? Or?
It was a statue.
Okay.
Sculpture, and there was multiple ones. We stayed there. Food was pretty good. Really good, I think. And then...
They didn't serve like bone marrow, did they?
No, it was like, it's like Asian fusion, and it's like, good like dumplings and tuna and crispy rice and that kind of thing. Good stuff. Then, they're like, we're going to Nightingale.
Nighty-night.
Like, oh, what is that? Another restaurant? Because I like to eat. They were like, it's a club. And I was like, oh, a club? I don't think I've ever been to a club.
I can tell you right now, you haven't.
No. So we've been to things like when you go to Sundance, as an example, or you do some industry thing and there's some award show, people will like rent a club out for like a party and it'll be kind of the same scene, but I've never just been like, it's Saturday night, I'm going to the club. Never done that. So...
We be clubbing.
I go in there.
Go to shake something.
First of all, we went pretty early because my friend had a connection with the guy who was going to like give us a table.
Oh, you were the first people at the club.
No, I mean we were amongst the first people.
The lights were still on,
but it was already like 11:20.
Oh, that's early for the club.
And that's early for the club.
That's
it's not even
late
midnight.
for me. I was asleep.
Yeah, right.
I was cool.
And I go in there and I see there's people who are there, like patrons who are already there.
Patron, I think.
But there's also there was a lot of that too. But there were these girls like sitting on ledges, and they were just kind of going.
How'd they get up there?
They jumped up there, man, and they just stayed up there, and they just.
Like gargoyles?
I'm like, what are you supposed? Are you supposed to look at them? I don't think you're supposed to look at them. I think you're just they're like decoration.
Well, let's not making women into decoration.
I didn't make women into decoration. Nightingale did.
I think
there were no men.
I think you're supposed to want to look at them, but not look at them, and that's what makes you cool. I'm so cool and over it. I don't even look at these women up there perched on a ledge.
That is how it works.
Yeah.
So then we go to our table.
What women on ledges?
and there's another woman who's not on a ledge, and she's like the bartender for the table. And the
table had a bar?
The only way I can describe what she had on is it was like a one-piece bathing suit that was for someone a lot smaller.
Oh.
That had then been, she had been like put onto like a ride with this thing.
Oh, she came out of a parachute?
She was in a parachute that got wedgied up into her butt crack.
Oh, I get it.
And then she landed and it was like, I'm going to serve drinks now.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah. But then I looked around and all the girls had that.
So they all parachuted in and some of them landed on ledges.
They were all in an accident right before I got there and they all had wedgies. And
wow.
And then the music. I didn't stay there, and I was with my wife, by the way. My wife went with me, and we were like talking to each other, and then talking to friends of our friend who we were kind of getting to know. But like just over like 30 minutes of being there, the music started getting louder and louder and louder until it was like after midnight, and I could no longer hear anything.
Were people talking?
People were trying to talk, and I think because my head is above everybody else's head, the bass and the treble just go right into my head.
Left ear, right ear, bass and the treble.
And they're talking, and there's like conversation happening down there.
Way down there.
I feel so removed from everything. And then I kind of come down into the conversation. I still can't hear anything anybody's saying. But then
you need like a hat to the breeze.
But then some other people show up at our table. Because my friend like had a hookup and it was like somebody else was going to get the table eventually. I don't know exactly how it worked, but
his
like,
hookup ran out.
We were going to like share this table. They split the table, and so then two dudes that seemed really cool, seemed like rappers.
Oh, rappers!
Rappers that I didn't recognize came in, and it was just two rappers.
Rappers you didn't recognize, so people.
Yeah, and a lot of ladies with these rappers, and all those ladies had on different outfits that it's the kind of thing you see somebody like, you see like a mannequin dressed in this thing when you pass by a store on Hollywood Boulevard, you're like, nobody ever wears that. And you're like, oh, they wear it. But then they weren't talking either. They just got into position and they just started going. They started doing the same thing that the Ledge girls were doing. I thought there's a virus. We gotta get out of here.
We're gonna catch the undulating virus.
And the rappers were talking to each other, and all the ladies were just.
They were like a viral barrier,
Yeah.
so that they couldn't be approached.
And that's what the club is, man.
That's it. It all boils down to that. Well,
But hey, we're ready now. We'll go looking like this. Get in there, find our ledge. Hey, look, those guys found a ledge. They don't look like they belong here.
thanks for sticking around for Good Mythical More.
If you want to watch more, well, we don't have Good Mythical more, but we do have a lot more videos.
Here's 2 of them.
Also, click the circular channel icon to subscribe.